Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think I got her. Hey, Kristen. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Accept. Hey, Shorty Red. Hey, Mom Academy. Let's see. Is it bringing her in? All right, let me see what happened. Okay, accept, go live. There we go.
Right. It's different now.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, Ann. How are you?
I am doing well. It is finally the day I get to meet you face to face.
I know. It's been a while. If people saw the DMs, it's like, I am, it's coming.
Girl.
You know, it's a lot going on, you know, and
it is.
I'm here on the couch. So if there's I want a banana, you know.
Girl, you are fine. I totally understand. If you got to dip out for a minute, you're good, because it may be a situation I might have to dip out and run to the restroom.
Yeah,
so, you know.
You don't want it, Mommy. It's okay.
Oh,
it's life. It's life.
It is.
It's life.
It is. And being a caregiver is a full-time job.
It's life, especially to a very active senior. But which sometimes I'll be like, did I create a monster here? Because my mom keeps getting more energy and more, but you know what? It's me.
Yep.
It's me. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. At 1 o'clock, her friend coming over and they going out, and then I'm gonna have me some, okay? But I
know that's right.
Yeah. Self-care.
Self-care is very important. Okay, so look, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to pronounce your first name for me, because you know I'm not even going to try it, right?
I know. It's EnJunaya.
EnJunaya.
Yeah. EnJunaya.
Girl, I would have never pronounced that right. Not never.
It's all right.
EnJunaya. EnJunaya, like I-N.
Yes.
But it's spelled E-N. Yes. So I would have never pronounced it right. You guys, this beauty here owns a company, and now that's another one. Pronounce the name of the company.
Zuhuri.
Zuhuri Beauty is the name of her company, and today we're going to do a interview with this beautiful woman here, and she's going to fill us in on her history and her business, so you guys can get to know her, and that way you will go and follow and support and all of that good stuff. That's why I like to do the CEO lives, because it's important to me. It's important for people to see who the CEO is. Yeah. How many businesses do we go into and we're like, dang, I would love to tell them that they got a nice spot, but you never know who the CEO is. You never see them. That's usually why they've got staff, so they don't have to be present. Yeah. And that's why I like to do these, because I think it's important for people to be able to see the CEO, ask questions if they have any, and also build a rapport, you know, because at the end of the day, the people that follow us and things like that, they become family, you know, and I know within Black Connections, you guys are my family.
Yeah, no, I'm happy you said that, because when I tell you I get different marketing agencies and PR people to tell me I need to do this to my Instagram and my Facebook and all this stuff. I give them a hard pause. I said, people need to know who is behind your brand. I said, I'm not a cookie cutter person. Right. I'm not that person, you know. So when people look at my Instagram, you don't know what you're going to get. You might see my mom. You might see me going out. You might see me formulating. You might see me with the lab coat on. But I think today it's extremely important to know who is behind the brand, you know, because you don't know. I get, sis, you know what I'm about to say. I get tons of people who got Black success, you know, profiles, send me your reel. And I'm like, can I see your face? Who exactly are you out here wanting my reel so you can make some money off of? And I know you're not one of us.
Right.
Show me.
And most of the people, I will tell y'all, most of the people that end up in your DMs are bots. They're fake accounts. They're not even real. And they're definitely not Black.
Right.
There is a lot of so-called Black business success. Yeah. Black this, Black that. And they're getting money out of our community, but they're not Black owned. A lot of them are, the companies actually, well, they're not even companies, they're just bots, right. But they originate in Russia and China.
Yeah.
So majority, if anybody hits your DM, they're a bot. They're not real. And I block them instantly. Yeah. It's funny because I'll have people reach out to me. Oh, let us help you grow your following. Right. And I'll go to their page and I'll look and I'm like, you got 100 followers. I got 100K. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Delete, block.
Right.
So if anybody ever hits your DM, let me help you grow your following. Let me do this. Let me do that. They are fake. Yeah. Block and delete. Don't even deal with them because no real company is going to come in your DM and solicit you for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many times has Black Connections been in your account soliciting you for money? Not never.
Right. Right.
Because, you know, and that's what it is at the end of the day. Everybody sees this movement that we're doing, this lifestyle change, because I don't call it a movement. To me, it's a lifestyle. Yeah. Black Connections is a lifestyle. We live and breathe and recycle Black dollars. Yeah. That's a lifestyle change. Yeah. That means you see McDonald's, it's calling your name,
yeah.
But you're going to drive that extra 10 miles to hit that Jamaican restaurant because it's Black owned. So it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like for people to call it a movement, you know, and there's a lot of people out here that are just trying to get rich off the moment.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Black Connections that's here to stay. Yeah. We started at the bottom and we trying to rise to the top and bring everybody with us because within Black Connections, you know, am I $1 million? Do I have $1 million in the bank? No.
Right.
Am I $1 million business? Heck yeah. In my mind, it's $1 million organization. There's no doubt in my mind. So as Black Connections grows, everybody within Black Connections grows. And I just want to see everybody eating, you know, collaborating. And I just love what you guys are doing. I love watching you guys. I love looking at your videos, you know, and you're all doing amazing things. And I just want everybody to know about it. You know, you see these white businesses on every corner. If it's not a white business, it's an Asian business. On every corner, in all the hoods, Asian businesses. I want us in the hood. I want our businesses, our barbershops in the hood, our nail salons in the hood, you know, our salons and our businesses, our skincare businesses in the hood. So this is why I like to do these lives, right? Because you guys are amazing and everybody gets to know who the CEO is. So you guys, we're getting ready to take a deep dive into her world and find out where she started, where she's at, and where she's going, because it's important that people get to see the CEOs of the company. Yeah. So, girl, we're about to get all up in your business.
That's fine.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
It's a family. It's family. So whatever you want to ask me. People know I'm very, very real, very explicit, because people need to know the truth about things. And so,
yeah. All right, I'm going to scroll. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to scroll up. Okay. Because I missed some comments.
Okay.
All right. Kristen says, I love knowing who I'm supporting. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Now I'm writing on my other phone. Hold on.
Okay.
Because I've seen a couple of messages. I don't want to get too behind. All right. Let's see. Yes, ma'am. I get those all the time, and they don't have followers. Love your conversations. Keep it coming. Salute, continued blessings and success. Awesome. I'm stoked to meet you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to get a deep dive into you. I love it. I'm excited because, you know, I'm learning all about you as well. I mean, I see you on social media and I've been on your website and all that stuff, but this is different. This is intimate, you know, and we get to hear all about you. So I want you to tell everybody, when did you start your business? How old is she?
Yeah. So Zuhuri Beauty, well, Total Glow Enterprises is the LLC. And I started doing business. So I started that in 2015. But I started the DBA Zuhuri Beauty in 2018. And I'll explain why. But one thing I want to say, I've always been an entrepreneur. Always. I've always kind of went at my own pace, did my own thing. But I also had to be the first in my family, right? Go to college, 2 master's degrees, all of that stuff. And my mom made me stay and get vested at a company before I became an entrepreneur full time. And I didn't want to. It was just, you know, and, for me, I just couldn't do it anymore. And so what I did when I left my 6-figure job is God was like, go work at Sephora and make 2 pennies an hour and learn about this skincare business, you know, that you want to do. And I was like, okay, fine. But before I made that leap, many moons before that, I was 255 pounds. I had 18 fibroids and I was ill, very ill. I learned about clean eating. I became vegan. I shrank and eliminated those 18 fibroids, healed my body. Wonderful. But as I started thinking about what I was putting in my body, I started thinking, what am I putting on my skin? So I started becoming neurotic. I decided to use my chemistry background to start formulating non-toxic solutions, skin and hair care solutions. And the first was an eczema oil. Because I had eczema really bad on my, anybody with eczema knows how uncomfortable that is. And I had dark spots that were just coming out of nowhere. So my first 2 products were for me. And so even before I quit my full-time job, I was making products for myself and giving them to people to try. And they were doing, you know, well. And I just was like, okay, God, I'm going to do this. So I went, worked at Sephora, and I can say this now, you know, and learned a lot. And it wasn't until a sister, I can't remember her name right now. She came into Sephora. She was writing for Black Enterprise at the time. And she was talking to me about fibroids. And little did I know she did an article for me at Black Enterprise.
Too cool.
Whoa. That would have never happened if I wouldn't have went to Sephora. Then the lady, Miss Cicely Tyson, came into Sephora with her assistant.
The Cicely Tyson?
Cicely Tyson.
Girl, not Auntie herself. Yes.
She had
tried to die of a heart attack.
She had a talk with me, touched my hand, and told me to go do my business.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
And I told them bye. If Cicely Tyson blesses you and tell you to go,
yes, ma'am.
Go.
Yes, ma'am.
Go.
Yeah.
So I did. And
she's not going to steer you wrong.
Steer you wrong. She's not going to steer you wrong. So at that time, I got me and my partner who started the LLC had a little falling out, which was meant to be, and it's all right. And I started Zuhuri Beauty, the DBA alone. And since then, I have been formulating natural, non-toxic skin and hair care solutions for people of all races since then. And I'm fortunate to say, which is another reason why I put my face on my pages, I'm your formulator. I don't buy things from China. I don't buy things from other places. I'm the one who does it. And I take a lot of time and energy to formulate, not just for Zuhuri Beauty, but other brands as well. Right. So I know that's a long answer.
That's not long enough. Girl, this your time to shine, baby. We want to know all about you. So no, you did good with that. Oh, that is awesome though. You know, and one thing that I've noticed that is common with all the skincare people that I've interviewed, you guys all started with an issue yourself, whether it's eczema or the dark spots, and you were just like, look, I got to do something. And so then you guys were trying to fix yourself and passing the products out, you know, to your friends, and then your businesses started. That is common amongst the skincare people I've noticed.
Wait, I want to answer a question. Taylor B. Media, I want to answer to you. So my products are clean, non-toxic. That was the most important thing for me. And I'm an eco-friendly, sustainable brand. So all of my packaging, well, 99%, I should say, is reusable, recyclable, or compostable. That's also extremely important to me because as a neurotic, very conscious environmentalist, you know, Black woman, which there's not a lot of us who are outspoken in things. What I learned about BPA and cheap plastic and what it did to women, especially Black women, was really horrible to me. All these cheap oils, you got cotton oil. Let's think about that. Why are people using cotton oil? They put cotton oil in food and you putting it on your skin. There's a lot of cheap oils that are in products that we don't know are dangerous to us, as well as the packaging that they use. And so it's extremely important to me to not add to toxicity, increase estrogen in women or men or children in giving these personal hygiene products, which I actually call solutions, because I make concentrated products, right? So you may get a 1 ounce bottle of something, but this 1 ounce bottle is gonna last you a long time because I'm not using water as fillers or things like that. So I tell people, you need to read the instructions, because when I say like a drop, I mean a drop.
That's all you need is a drop.
But we're so used to having to use a lot because it's fillers and all these different things and people make you keep using them. My solutions solve a problem. So you're not going to be using the vitamin C or high potency serum on dark spots for a long time. It's going to solve the solution, and then we move you on to products to maintain that. So I wanted to make sure I answered that too, because that's really important. I do try to source ingredients locally. I use a lot of Black and BIPOC vendors to buy products from. I really try hard not to go directly to some of my sources that are in India, because I'm very conscious about again, the environment and what it takes for things to get here. But the reality is, here in California, sourcing ingredients is a challenge. And it's one of the reasons why I'm working on this manufacturing center, which is not just for myself, but other BIPOC makers, is because around it is going to be, and I have like all these boards on the wall, but it's going to have a greenhouse. And in the greenhouse, we're going to be growing ingredients that we all will be using to put in our products. And my boo thing, he's Jamaican, so he gets to put the plug on stuff too.
Yeah, I love it. Look, when your thing came in and it said about the non-toxic everything, and then even your containers that you use are recyclable and all of that, that right there stood out. And that sets you apart from a lot of skincare companies that I know, because you are the first that I know that does that. Now, if some others are doing it, It's not, it doesn't say it on their website, so I don't know if they're doing it, but that stood out to me because you're the first skincare business that I've seen that does that. And I just thought that was super, super cool.
Thank
And now with you saying that, you know, some of the packaging, affects what's inside of it and, you know, all of that stuff. So it makes perfect sense as to why you're doing what you're doing. And it, girl,
well,
that right there
let me show
is amazing.
you. This is a large bottle of one of our products. This is a soothing eczema serum.
Mm-hmm.
I also do refills, right? You send me your package back and I fill it up and I send it to you. 9 times out of 10, the larger size is going to be a much better value than the single size. Because again, I'm concerned about the environment, right? This single use packaging and other, you know, materials that people use, it is creating, it's adding to, I should say, this climate change that we're experiencing that people don't pay attention.
Right.
I am not extremely popular because I tell the truth. And the truth is a lot of these brands, okay, that you guys are buying, celebrity endorsements, all these things, they use this cheap packaging, they mess up the environment, they don't talk about recycling, they don't tell you all these other things that impact your body and the world. And I cannot, oh, I'm gonna cry. I cannot in good conscience make $1 off somebody that I know in my mind could cause what problems it caused me. I don't do it. One of my friends asked me to formulate something for her that's similar to something she uses. I said, this has a paraben in it. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Let me figure out what other preservative I could use, if I can use it, because certain formulations, you have to use certain things to keep it stable and to keep the bacteria possibility down. I said, I don't know. I need to research it. So that's the other thing. I'm not just going to tell you something, you know, let me think about it. Let me figure this out. And that's the other thing too. I wait for God to tell me things. Yes, I have a background in chemistry. Yes, I can, you know, whip something up. But if God doesn't tell me, I just hold off on it because I've learned that in business. If it's not in alignment, I've had to.
Well, I love the outspokenness. Because I'm not well liked either, and I'm okay with that. So I can relate. I can relate to that. But what you're doing is helping, you know. So whether you're outspoken or not, the products speak for themselves. The containers that they come in are helping the environment. And that is, now that right there where you said they can send you the bottle back. Absolutely. You'll refill it and send it back to them. Now, I don't know nobody doing that either. So the fact that you're refilling the products, girl, your whole business sets you apart from everybody else. I don't know if you know this, but it does.
I love it.
It does.
One of my other goals, I partner with 2 stores who are zero waste stores, and so they literally will order gallons from me, and they a pump on it, and people can come up with their bottle and fill it, right? They weigh it and they go on their way. That is a model that I want to have like everywhere, because it's just, it's important. We have to do things different. We have to be more responsible and do things different. And you know, the ladies who do have the stores, they are Caucasian women, and I appreciate my partnership with them and them schooling me. You know, you got to be open to learning about things from other people. And they I love that they value me and my gift. You know what I mean? They don't take advantage of me like some other people try to do. They value me, and I really, really appreciate that in the partnership. And and how we support and promote each other. We need that even amongst the clean beauty business, the beauty business. On my Zuhuri Beauty BIPOC Manufacturing Center site, my goal is to have a clean beauty directory for us. Like, where do you go to get clean beauty products? And so one of my staff is working on that. It's a bit more tasky than I thought.
Yes.
Like, do you know what you're asking us to do? I was like, yeah. I'm on there and people's videos and da-da-da-da-da. So we're working on that. But in the meantime, one of the things that we're doing for all the people who are interested in the manufacturing center and being on the directory, this month we're doing a giveaway for Women's Her Story Month, which is what I like to call it. And so we're all putting together a product and we're going to gift it. It may be like a lot of products, so I probably gift it to 2 different people, but that's who I am. You know,
yeah,
the community I am. If I'm doing good, you gonna do good. Whatever I can do to help you, you know, and even if we don't have the same vision or anything like you, I want to help us grow. We need to stop this. Well,
crabs in the barrel mentality.
Stop. It's so much money out here.
Yes.
And here's my thing. Like you, I'm not $1 million brand in the bank, but I'm $1 million brand because of my mind and because of my heart.
Yes.
And if God says that's what I'm supposed to do, that's fine. But me saving another woman from having fibroids, cancer, mental illness, joint problems, stress, et cetera, that's the money right there.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
That's the prize, you know. So I'm just excited to do that. Yeah.
I know. Oh, that's right. Now, so since you've started your business, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what would be the number one issue that you had starting this journey?
Oh, goodness. Well, you know,
it don't have to be one.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah, I was like, give me 2, because I'm going to give you one about community and then one about myself. So
gotcha.
Community, which is why I am how I am. You reach out to people and ask them to help you, and they don't respond, or they ask you for $1 gazillion to give you this 1, 2, 3 step formula that don't work for everybody.
Right.
It was a good thing for that, because that, again, who I am, I'm gonna go out and get it. If you're not gonna tell me, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go out and get it. And so that was a hard lesson, which made me, I would say, even make me more helping and giving, because people, we shouldn't have to go through that. Right. The other challenge that I had is I did not include my cousin as my accountant as soon as I should have. So when you're starting a brand, you don't know how quickly it's going to take off. You just start doing it, you know. That's what I did. And to each his own. Some people got family to give them money to start. That wasn't me. Remember, I quit my 6-figure job.
Right.
I didn't have savings at all, you know, but I knew I was on a mission to do something good. So not getting her involved quicker was a challenge for me, because I literally don't have a lot of records from when I first began. More of my brand, it starts around 2018 when I started the DBA. And so, of course, I've figured out how to tell that story between 2015 and 2018, but I wish I would have brought her in to help me sooner. And so I tell people everywhere, you know, who I mentor, you need an accountant. You know, you don't know where you're going. When you're applying for grants, when you're doing loans, you need to have profit and loss statements. You need to know your cash balance. You need to know the cost of your goods. You need to pay yourself. You need to do all of these different things. And so me I'm a creator, you know, I'm all the details, you know, but and what I would like to, you know, if I would have, and you know, everything's supposed to happen. I was supposed to happen, but those are things. Yeah.
Now, for some anybody out there that is either watching now or will watch it later on, and they want to get into the skincare industry, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, over the years. What is some advice that you would give somebody that might be on the fence if they want to get into the skincare business?
But know your why. You know your why, because like I said, being in business period it's hard. It is hard. It is very hard.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a clear why, you will quit several times. You'll quit because you're going to have wonderful days and months, and then you're going to have some slow months, and you're going to have to figure out, how do I even stay afloat? So you need to know your why. You have to figure out, again, your target audience, who you want to serve. You know, sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, God, can I just do dark spots? You know, vitamin C, you know, but I have all these formulas and I sell all this stuff. And sometimes that's overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling people you have to narrow it down, but you need to be passionate about why you're doing it. Don't do it because somebody, you know, hey, this product is about to come out. You want to be a rep, or, you know, come up under us, that pyramid thing. Don't do it for that, because I'm not knocking those things, but you need to have a clear why. And then if you do not choose me to formulate your products, make sure you vet who you're using. You know, make sure the prices, you know, you're getting your money's worth. Make sure you're not getting the runaround. Try to get your products and everything done in-house, so they're not you know, sending your product to this place to do all the testing, and then it comes back to them and all that stuff. Try to get everything in-house, and these places should give you consultations. And another thing, really important, make sure you have an NDA. You need to make sure that if you're sending over your formulation to someone, or they're making one for you, you need to have an agreement, a confidentiality agreement, because people will take your formula.
Yes, they will.
And they will fashion over it. Okay. So,
yeah.
Because they got the money to do so. So you need to make sure you protect yourself in that way.
Yeah. Definitely. So now, what is your favorite part about your business?
Oh God, being creative. It's that, and I tear up, you know, a lot, because I just can't believe I'm still here and still going. COVID was a bit challenging. That year was actually my highest grossing year. And it was hard because I had to move things out of my site. I could barely get into a co-working kitchen to do things. My co-manufacturer was like, don't come down here. I don't care how many masks and gloves you wear, don't come down here. So it's hard, but it really taught me what was in me. You know, I don't come from a silver spoon. I've had to work hard all my life, you know. Even though I went to school early and was skipped and all that stuff, I had other challenges. And but it was hard, but it was good. It was good. So I think the best thing about it sometimes is, like, again, God tell me something and I put it together, and then I'd be like, y'all sample this. And people try it. They're like, this is fantastic. Now, I can't sample everything because my skin, I don't have problems with my skin anymore. You know, I'm 50.
50 where?
I honestly have not washed my face. I went to the gym. I haven't even washed that amazes me.
Yeah. But that's how you know you got good products.
That, and you see me drinking.
You are a walking billboard for your product.
Yeah.
The young lady said earlier on when you came on, she was like, the glow, you know, so yeah, your products have worked for you. And now they're working, you know, for everybody else. So tell everybody what type of products that you do in fact sell. What all do you sell?
I thought about it. I was like, I need to bring my little basket over here. But one thing I want to make sure that I do mention that I sell, what I started doing last year. Sorry, my little head thing.
Girl, you fine.
I also started making non-toxic cleaning solutions.
Oh.
JC non-toxic cleaning solutions. And I also have a non-toxic janitorial company, because one of the things that I want to do, any non-toxic thing I can make that people can use, I'm going to make it.
Right.
This was very challenging to do. And I don't talk about it much because I'm probably still intimidated by it. There are certain products people are like, why you don't talk about that? And I'm like, I can't believe I do this. Like, I did this, you know. So not just skincare products, hair care products. I just started doing natural eyebrows and natural makeup setting spray. I'm starting to do foundation. It's a lot. But let me run through what are some of the top selling products for women, men, teens, and babies, okay? For women, a lot of women come to me with thinning hair, and I've done several things on my Instagram and places where I actually show my hair, where my hair was extremely thin up here. And I made this product for myself first. Then I started other people use it. So it's a hair growth serum that I make. I do shampoos and conditioners. They're kind of for maintenance. They're not going to do much. Well, the dandruff relief one is really good. If you have dandruff, I tell people they need to take that with the vitamin D that I also sell, because there's lots of reasons why you have dandruff.
Right.
Those are the top selling products for hair for men and women, is that hair growth serum. I do have a hair butter, a hair mask, all those things. So that hair growth serum is it. Most women, like I mentioned, come to me. A lot of Black women and BIPOC women have these dark spots. So my vitamin C serums, high potency serums, they really take care of the dark spots. I have a sunscreen. Yes, a sunscreen. I did partner with a company to make it because I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that white cast. And I do say this very important. My sunscreen is formulated per the American Cancer Society's recommendations. Okay. I understand that people want to use the zinc oxide and things like that, but look at the American Cancer Society's recommendations, which you need a broad spectrum sunscreen, UVA and UVB. So you do need a chemical in there, but the formulation is at such a low dose, it's non-toxic. So I want to make sure I say that. And melanin skin needs that. I have face oil serums and moisturizers for every skin type you can imagine. I have, as you saw, the eczema relief serum, which I recommend not just for people with eczema, but people with really sensitive skin, men, women, and children. My toners, I have a cucumber toner, a rosewater toner, a brightening toner, and another one I'm forgetting, a clarity treatment toner, which is powerful. I be telling people, don't you dose that all over your face, because your face will be on fire. Okay, I said a little bit.
I said a drop.
And a drop, you know. And I give people reusable cotton rounds because again, we want to save the environment. So you wash the cotton round out and you keep using it. I have so many soaps: a sea moss soap, a goat's milk soap, a turmeric glow soap, and a liquid cleanser. Men and women use that. For most of my men, they use, I have anti-aging face oil serum that they could use for their face and even their hair. I have a beard growth serum and stuff like that. And I'm grateful that my men do reviews on the site. So just so you know, there are reviews on my website.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's reviews reviews on Amazon. There's reviews on Walmart. There's reviews everywhere, which I really appreciate. And for babies, I have a baby oil serum, which it's so wonderful, you know, because it's not that baby oil that I don't know why people are still buying in that plastic bottle.
That stuff's terrible.
It's terrible. It's just,
I hated it back in the day.
It's as terrible as Vaseline. That one of my role models. I'm like, why is she on a commercial hyping up Vaseline? What? That?
Look, you have a comment from one of your people says, we fight over that rose water toner at my house.
That rose water toner is everything. It's everything. And if I panned around, I can show people I buy roses, not just the process, but I have dried roses like all around my house. So I formulate everything. So people need to, they need to know that. One product I was going to mention, which of course is I have like over 20 products. Oh, that aloe vera face and body butter. Fire.
Oh, it's all that?
It's fire, okay? Because no shade to shea butter. I like shea butter, but I wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
I want something different. And I need everybody to know I hand make those batches. Hand make them because it's a very complicated process. And I'm not comfortable putting it in the big, blender and I hand do that. So that and the daily hydration cream is good. And shout out to my friend Chill Gill. Y'all know Gilbert Arenas, that's my friend. He'd be like, I need 10. Like I'm like, he never gonna run out. So I appreciate my friends everywhere who support. But yeah, I think I keep saying I do something else I was gonna say. The glow serum. I wanted to mention the glow serum really quickly. The glow serum is for people with oily and acne prone skin, and that's a top seller. That was a surprise to me. So when I first started working with Macy's, I said, I don't want to go in there with what I have. I want to make something new. And literally at the last minute, God gave me this formula and I put it together. Again, I hadn't tested it on nobody and I put it on a Macy's shelf. Okay.
I know that's right.
That's been my number one selling product since that time. It's no longer at Macy's, so don't go to Macy's. It's on my website and all the other
and furthermore, don't go to Macy's to get her products anyway. You need to go to her website. If you are on this live, go to her website. Okay. Do not go. Look, we're thankful that she's got this stuff in stores, but don't go to the stores. Go to her website.
I would appreciate my website. But that's another thing that's really important to know. There is a game you need to play. Yeah. Because when you're looking for partnership, when you're looking for, capital and resources, they want to know where you are. Okay. So and I do have some secret buyers, I'm gonna be honest with you, who buy on certain places because you have to rank a certain place with these people. And it's a game. And I don't recommend the game to everyone. If you are unable to wait 30 to 60 days to get money from your sales, do not do it. Do not do it. Because you got to front everything. And if you don't have enough to front and wait to get your money back, don't do it. Don't do it. And I help people do things like that, but I'm like, what's the plan if you don't get your money back? I can wait, but I want to support people, but you got to be realistic with these big brands and these big stores, because that's why a lot of us are not on the shelf, or we sell out our formulas to get on the shelf.
Please stop selling out your stuff. Please stop selling your stuff, Black people. Stop making your $1 million businesses and then you sell it. Stop selling your land. Stop selling grandma's house when she dies. Stop selling. Keep your products in our community, or Or if you decide you want to sell your multi-million-dollar business, please sell it to a black person. That's all I'm saying. We're trying to continue to recycle black dollars because we're trying to help small businesses come up. Right. And if you keep selling everything off, man, we ain't gonna have nothing. We're not gonna have nothing. Stop. That breaks my heart. When I see us get on a Walmart shelf or a Target shelf, and then all of a sudden somebody reaches out to me and they're like, Sandra, you remember such and such company? Well, they just sold. Are you kidding me? They're like, no, they just sold. You know, same thing with BET. We done sold BET. That's BET stands for Black Entertainment. And you done sold it to somebody that's not black. I don't get it. Same thing with the black magazines out here. We done sold off the magazines. You guys, please, I can't stress this enough. Do not sell your stuff. It's not worth it in the long run. Okay, they're going to give you a couple $1 million for it. And then once you've blown your millions of dollars, then what you going to do? They're making billions on the product you sold them, and they're not going to pay you what you're worth. So don't sell it. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
No, and it goes back to and don't, please let me say this too, because I understand why some people sell, because this is hard. I get that, but there's a way to structure a deal. There's a way to structure a deal where people can come in, infuse some capital in your business and help with some things, but you need to keep some ownership about what's going on in the company and your formulations and all these other things.
Because they'll come in and change everything.
And that's the other thing, sis, that's really important, which is one, so I've been doing lots of things with the manufacturing center, and a good business coach told me, you need to make this a nonprofit. And we were going back and forth about that model. And I said, you are absolutely right, because I want the tenants to pay on a sliding scale. And I want to set this up where people who talk about helping us, put your money where your mouth is.
Where your mouth is,
Ain't gonna be no selling. Ain't gonna be none of that.
That's right.
This is gonna be a income generating manufacturing center for all of us. For all of us. And
I'm so excited.
People, I love the idea. It's a great idea. Where's your dollar? And
where the money? Bring your checkbook.
15% pledge. I'm not talking about the 15%.
Yes.
We spend trillions of dollars.
Exactly.
15%.
Yes.
Whoop, slap in the face. No problem. I'll stay where I am.
It is.
Trying to save people.
That's right. Because you doing big things right there where you at, child. Look, I asked this because I just love to hear the answers. But if you could talk to your younger self right now, what would you tell her?
Honestly, I'm going to tell the truth. You going to be a little crazy, but you all right. You going to be different. You going to think different. People not going to understand you, but you have to be that to be who you're supposed to be. Your family going to be like, why you quit your job? Your friends going to be like, you use your savings. But trust God. He's not going to fail you. You're not going to fail yourself. Because there's too many things that you've been able to accomplish that tomorrow you're going to fail. It don't work like that. It's not going to work like that. Get you a self-care regimen. That's why working out is so important to me. Find you some herbs to help balance you or whatever you need to do. You may not be able to help everybody, but long as you get one. And keep talking about the one, because somebody needs to hear the one, right? There's a lot of big brands. Anyway, I'm going to talk about myself. I love when people send me a message, and I give my cell phone number to people. If what I recommended to you don't work, you let me know. If it works,
right,
you know, because I want to stay connected, because it's my hands on your face and your
yeah.
and the last thing I need you to be is on social media. You know that. I have a client now. I'm trying to make her call me because for whatever reason, the post office decided on her 5th order, the address don't work. I'm like, what do you mean the address changed? I'm like,
on the 5th order.
I'm like, can you please call me on my cell phone? Maybe I want to send it to a different address because
Right.
it's a big order, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, and it's that part, stay connected. I have people on my team who could be doing all of this. Please. My accountant tells me, you're going to have to stop talking to people all the time. That's just who I am. And I'm not going to change that. I may not get back to you.
Nope.
You
Because
know,
that makes you who you are. That makes you unique.
it just makes me who I am. And I'm, as long as I can keep talking to people and interacting and that's what I'm going to do, because that's what I would want. That's what
Right.
yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you because you care, you know, and there are so many people, especially in the skincare industry, there are so many people that have businesses, but they haven't done a lot of research. And so they're putting stuff together. Yeah. And the fact that you've done the research and you are trying to make sure that everything is clean, everything is for the betterment of the environment. Yeah. Girl, when I tell you, you are the bomb.com. I mean that with every fiber in me. It is absolutely amazing what you are doing. And I know you have the good, the bad, and the ugly days, you know, and I know there's been some days that you wanted to throw in the towel. But the thing is, you didn't. Yeah. And you're still pushing forward. And everything that you're doing is to better our community. Mm-hmm. Everything that you're doing is to keep us healthy and looking amazing, because black don't crack. You know, when you just said you're about to turn 50, that's why I laughed. I'm like, 50 what? Yeah. You know, I'll be 50 in July. And I go out with my kids and people think I'm their sister. And I have gray. I don't know if you can see it, but I got gray. And they'll be like, is that your sister? And my oldest son was like, that is my mother. He gets so mad. Yeah. But I applaud you. I applaud you because
and I applaud
what you
it takes one to know one. Takes one to know one.
Don't make me cry on this live. You already had me crying.
It takes one to know one. You send me stuff, I share it, you know, as best as I can in my reels and send things to people and all that, because you a real one. You're a real one, and you know exactly what I mean. You're a real one. You are a jewel. You are
I just love us.
Jewel. Yeah. Yeah. And
you know, I love us. Yeah. And I just want to see, you know, I love Martin, don't get me wrong, yeah. But I'm Malcolm all day. Yeah. And before Martin was murdered, he was starting to think a lot more like Malcolm. But I believe in us. Yeah. I believe in us. Our ancestors went through a whole lot of crap for us to be able to do what we're doing today. And I just want to see us growing. I want to see our community in malls, on, you know, in the black neighborhoods. You know, I just love us. Yeah. With every fiber of my body, I just love us. And it almost cost me my life last year because I wouldn't sit down when my body was telling me to sit down, which is why my hind parts is sick now. But that is a testimony of how much I love us and how much I want to, you know, when I got sick November of 2021, I was trying to publish my boyfriend's book at the time. I was trying to get the Black Connections magazine out. I was trying, the first copy, I was trying to do the Returning Citizens event, plus still trying to run Black Connections.
Yeah.
And that's all I could think about. I eat, sleep, and breathe Black Connections because I'm not scared to speak.
That's right.
And that's why I say I'm a little more like Malcolm, because I'm by any means necessary. And if it means I got to stand on a street corner, you know, and yell and scream about a Black-owned business, you know, or get on a live and do this. And because I've had a block on my account since September 2019. Yeah. Instagram and Facebook don't like me. And I'm okay with that. Like I can't use Black hashtags, because if I do, I get a shadow banned even more. I mean, I have a permanent block on my account. Like you guys can monetize, you know, on Reels and things like that. I can't. So they're Facebook and Instagram costing me money every day, because there's plenty of things that I can't do that you guys can do because they don't like my mouth.
Put your Cash App in this thing. Put your Cash App. Your Cash App.
My Cash App.
Whatever it is. Because that is, well, we all know that's not fair. But it's
not
our support.
It's not fair at all. And
support us and keep us going, because no matter, the tool is a tool. This is a tool, right? But we are supposed to help each other keep going. That's what we're supposed to do. So I'm happy you shared that. And I was going to say to you also, I'm happy you shared about your health and the video you had done recently talking about that, because it's important to talk about, and that's where we need to support one another. We have to support each other financially, health-wise, business, all of that stuff, because it takes us. And that's what Malcolm was talking about. And as you said, Martin, towards the end, he was like, oh, wait a minute.
He realized this ain't working. And at the end of the day, that's what got him. That's why they killed him. Because they knew he was starting to think a little more like Malcolm, you know. And I love our ancestors, you know, and I know they're with me every day. They're with me every day, because I could not do what I do if I was scared. And I know when I first started here in Richmond, I had a man offer me $10,000 to shut up. He was like, if you just stop promoting pro-Black, I'll give you $10,000 right now. And I told him where he could stick his money. And I'm not well liked in my own area where I live, because I'm pro-Black. There's so many Black events that they do out here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm not a part of any of them because of the crabs in the barrel mentality. And they're clicky. Everybody's got a click. Black Connections is global. Black Connections is a multi-million-dollar company. I know this, and so does everybody who keeps stealing my stuff. That's why they keep stealing it. You know. But I love what I do, because I want to, before I leave this earth, I want to see us united. We might not all be united. Hell, Harriet, she ain't bring everybody. She left some of them. She ain't bring all of them. You know, some of them she had to leave. And that's something that I learned when I got sick. And it hurts my feelings to my core. But when I got sick, and I spoke about this on the other live, but when I got sick, people that I thought were my friends, I haven't heard from them since. And when my kids found me May 18th on my bedroom floor unresponsive, that was my first ride in an ambulance. Scared me, scared my kids. We didn't know what was going on. And so when I got sick, I had to keep the page moving, you know. I'm like, shoot, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I just did a $9.99 thing across the board.
Yeah.
I was like, everybody just send me a reel, $9.99, and I will share it across all of my social media. I got 104,000 followers on Instagram, 42,000 on Facebook. Do you know only 69 businesses participated? And none of them were my core circle.
Yeah.
So what I did, you know, because I'm seeing all these different doctors, you know, I've got my gastrologist, my primary care manager, my GYN, my pelvic floor therapist, my other therapist. They, you know, once I met with all of them, and I'm still going through all of this, you know, almost 11 months later, I met with them, and it was them who told me, once I said, because I don't keep anything from anybody. I tell everybody everything. I have nothing to hide. And so my doctors, because they were wondering why I was so stressed, and I was telling them, and I was just crying because I was so hurt. Because I will give somebody the shirt off my back if I feel they need it more than me. There are days that I was sick as a freaking dog, but I was getting up, trying to do my ex's book, trying to get that book published for him. I was trying to get Black Connection's first magazine out, sick as a dog, you know? And it was almost like people didn't care. It was like, as long as I get on here and I'm doing these lives for them and I'm spreading their businesses globally, that's all that matters. But when the glue that's connecting everybody is down and out, nobody cared. Till this day, people are still commenting on my video when I left one of the emergency rooms. I was so defeated, because I went in there and we thought I was having a heart attack. And they didn't care. Yeah, they hooked me up to an EKG machine. They were like, oh, she's fine. So I was out the door. They thought I was in full-blown cardiac arrest. I was out the door in 30 minutes. But when I came in, you were scared. But in 30 minutes, I was back out the door. And that's when I sat on my sister's front porch. I still had the EKG stuff attached to me in my video. And I just felt so defeated, you know? And I was just like, I don't understand how I can give. And I'm sick. But yet nobody gave a damn, you know? And that's how I felt. I still feel that way. Yes. There are people that stepped up. There were 69 businesses that stepped up and said, guess what? I'm here. We're here. We're supporting you. You know, there were other businesses that didn't even do the $9.99 deal, but they cash apped me, you know, money and stuff. And I didn't want them to do that. I wanted everybody to do the $9.99 deal because I didn't want anybody to send me money, because I wanted you to get something for your money.
I get it.
You know? And so I didn't want people to cash out me money, but you know, Black folks don't listen.
Don't cash out, because when we get off, I'm going to send you something anyway.
Look, the real ones were like the aunties and the mama figures was like, what's the cash app? You know? And they sent the cash app, and that just, it meant the world to me, because if those businesses wouldn't have participated in the $9.99 deal, Black Connections would have went under. They were literally keeping my nose above water. You know what I mean? And to go, this is my full-time job. So I went 10 months without working. When I tell you it's devastating, it's devastating, you know? And then I outsourced my taxes. Now I'm dealing with IRS because the people I outsourced screwed me over, and I got caught in a scam by a Black-owned business. And now I got my first 2 letters from IRS. I've done my taxes my whole life. My kids' taxes, my taxes. And it just hurts.
Yeah.
That I'm sick as a dog. I'm fighting with IRS. I'm dealing with this company that's a fraud, but I'm also dealing with this other company that's helping me clean up the mess. But that's money that's going to them that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Because I've been out of work for 10 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm only back part-time and still trying to work.
Yeah.
But yesterday, had to cancel my live because I was sick as a dog. Gastroparesis is a nightmare, and I don't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
It is a freaking nightmare from hell. I hate it. But I love you guys, and I just love what you're doing, and I love your businesses, and I want everybody to know about you guys. I want your businesses to be household names in the Black community, not McDonald's, you know, not L'Oreal and all these white companies. I want, and it is my mission, and it will be my mission until I take my last breath. I want you guys to be household names in the Black community, and I will not stop until that happens.
Yeah.
So that is why I love you guys. This is why I do what I do, and this is why I get on lives and cry with you guys, because I genuinely love you. I don't know any of you from a can of paint. I haven't met you guys face to face, but I love you because this is our community, and this is what helped our ancestors make it through. This is how Black Wall Street was built, because they got together. There was no crabs in the barrel mentality. There was no competition. It was about survival. And they wanted to build a community where they grew their own fruits and vegetables, and they helped each other. You ran out of sugar, you give the kid the cup, you send them down the street, she sends you back the sugar, and then next week she might need milk, and you're sending milk down that way. And that's what I grew up with. And that's instilled in me. It's all I know. So I just love you guys, and I'm proud of you guys. And I just love what you are doing.
We love you, and we are proud of you, and thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
For real. I definitely tapped in now. You know, I'm like, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't check my messages as quickly as I can. But when you tag me, I'll be like, okay, wait, she tagged me in something. Let me go look.
Yes.
Go share.
And let me tell you why I do that. So, and a lot of people don't know. But what I do is when I throw up my posts, like on Facebook and stuff like that, and it'll say tag Black-owned businesses. So that's what I do. Like some of you guys, like Facebook, maybe people don't have a lot of followers on Facebook. So what I do is when I put the post up, I do the @ sign, and when I do, a list of businesses pop up. So say there are businesses under 1,000 followers. I tag those businesses. So that's why you guys are getting tagged. If you don't have as many followers as I think you should have, I'm tagging you so people see the Black-owned businesses. And if you guys want to, when I tag you, you can come under there and promote your business. You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about me helping get the word out about your businesses. There are some businesses that have thousands of followers. So what I do is I tag the businesses that are like under 1,000 followers to try to help you guys get those numbers up. That's why I do that. And I don't even tell y'all. I just be tagging you.
That's why I say you are a real one. You are a jewel. A jewel. And I want you to know, and I'm going to try to say this without crying. If you ever want to talk, if you ever want to meet me, please do. Because as a woman, as a Black woman, a woman where we are at 50, we know something about life. We know.
Yes, ma'am.
And some
yes, ma'am.
From before ain't friends right now because of whatever. New connections, new collaborations, new relationships. Don't have to be all the time. My friends know somebody call, one of my core people call me. They know I'm busy all the time. But if I see that number, what's up? Dragging my mama down. Come on, no, I need to talk to, because I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying it is similar to what you have. I had diverticulitis. I was unhealthy. Most painful thing. I could feel food going to, it was very, very challenging.
Yeah. And you could feel the food moving through your intestines. That is the creepiest feeling. It is so creepy.
It is creepy.
I'm like, I should not be feeling this. Why am I feeling my food moving through my intestines? It's the craziest thing.
Crazy.
So when I read, you know, your stuff about the fibroids, you know, I was like, bless her heart.
Listen, when I also had these fibroids, and then I'm gonna go because my phone keeps saying my battery running, about to cut off. So when I had those fibroids, when I thought I had to use the bathroom, I was using the bathroom on myself. Wow. It was very, very scary. You know, all the different things that happen. And I'm saying all this to say, you're going through. You are gonna come out even better. Your story will be better. You're gonna touch even more people. You know, because sometimes we don't understand, why am I going through this?
I ask it every day.
For somebody else. You helped him with his book, but maybe it's for your book. It's for your show. It's for your speaking, your TEDx talk. It's for those things, right? We can't, we the best when it's authentic, when it comes from us. Right. You got a lot of global, so you could be over in Australia telling the story. You could be in Taiwan, or I don't know. You know what I mean? But take the chance and go. I got an email. God always do this. He'd be like, check that other email that you never checked. It's always something big. And I don't know why people email me there. I'm like, I can't shut the email off because go there. And I'm going to say this here. Chase, which is one of my banking partners who helped me with my entrepreneur stuff, they asked me to come be a speaker at one of the Black advisors events in. Oh. No, it gets better. They're going to pay. Look at that. Wait. Pay my accommodations.
I know that's right.
In May? Do you know how much I need a vacation?
I know that's right. Girl, I'm so proud of you.
Listen, keep checking your email. People are watching you, whether you know it or not. They're watching you. Opportunities are still available to you. Keep doing you. Because all we need is one. All we got to do is one. We want to, some people cast their net too big. It's some stuff you're going to have to toss back. Okay? You don't want every fish in the ocean. You just need one. And then you move on to the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's so much for you. And I'm just going to hold your bag, hold your chicory root coffee. Like, I got her chicory root. She don't do chicory root. I'm serious. Listen, we're going to go because before my phone die, I got to send you this Cash App before I forget. I love you.
Look, I want you to come back on a Mental Health Monday. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the fibroids, I want you to come and do a Mental Health Monday about that. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of us that are going through that. So let me hit the website and just pick a Monday that works for you. Okay. Because I don't know a whole lot about them either. Yeah. So I would be learning while you're teaching. Absolutely. So I definitely think that we should do a live about the fibroids for a Mental Health Monday for sure.
In April, I will pick a date.
Okay.
Because they do.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Stop stop using products that create estrogen dominance, ladies. That's why you're getting these fibroids and they're getting exacerbated. That's my final tip.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yeah.
So look, before we leave,
Yeah.
I want you to DM me, because the doctors are forcing me to do self-care Sundays.
Okay.
But I want you to DM me some core products that I could use.
Your address, and you just let me do what I do.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I mean, y'all heard? Okay. Look.
And let me send you some stuff.
Yeah, because I would love to do the products and all of that good stuff. I think it would be super, super cool because I don't do anything because I don't feel good all the time. But the doctors are forcing me to at least do self-care Sunday.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get up in the mornings and trying to get into a routine.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that would be super, super cool because I was listening to the products as you were going and I was like, I wonder what are her core products to just, you know, make me look like I'm 18 again.
Listen, you don't need much. I'm not going to send you a lot that maybe other people need in the beginning.
Right.
Something, and again, a little goes a long way.
Right.
A long way. But I got you. You send the address.
Okay. Well, I am so glad that we got to do this first of many lives because this is not the last. But it was so good seeing you today and keep up the awesome work that you are doing. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your journey and the clean products and the recycling and the refilling. Girl, when I tell you you are doing it, you are doing an amazing job. And I'm just glad that I'm able to witness your amazing journey.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Smooches to you.
And I'm going to make it out to California one of these days because all of y'all are in California.
Yeah. We need a retreat.
So many of you guys that are like my core people that I talk to or share their stuff, you're all in California. So that's what I just have to do an expo in California. That's all that's to it. The Black Connections Expo is just going to have to come to California.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yes. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Right. I would love it.
All right. We'll talk about that too.
Yes, we will. We will talk about that soon. Thank you so much. Keep up the awesome work that you were doing, and I will talk to you soon.
All right. And thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and in the comments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. Love you, girl. Talk to you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.